What's up, YouTube? It's your boy G Money and my brother's keeper. Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. This is another video that I've done in the past, but it was a deleted footage, so I gotta try to run it back again because this was some more much needed to know about content that's really happening out there on an everyday basis. This was about the work husband and the work wife. This is about the person that you with maybe not be communicating with you about everything that's going on in their mind or the stress and stuff that they dealing with, but when they go to work, it's the special person that sits next to them or works next to them that's willing to listen to everything they have to say and even give they 2 cents and opinions on y'all relationship. And they always got a shoulder or for them to lean or ear to listen. And it gets to the point where that person damn near sees your wife or your girlfriend or your husband or your boyfriend either as much or more than you do. So they start to build a little bond. They start to actually like each other at the job, even though they know they're in relationships at home. And they get to talking and getting so comfortable with the other person, they get to talking, it's almost like pillow talking, telling all the business that's what's going on at home. Shit that person shouldn't have no business knowing. That person at that job know stuff that they shouldn't know at all that's going on inside your house. The work, listen, this is kind of wild because, you shit that your girl might not be talking to you about, she willing to talk to somebody at the job about, which is crazy. And that dude is trying to do one thing and one thing only because he attracted to her and he want to hit that. So he listening, he doing what he don't do at home probably. He probably going through the same shit in his house that she going through in her house. But he's going to act completely different with her and act like he's down to listen and don't understand why you not able to listen. And he going to agree in everything with everything she's talking about. Like, man, he treats you like that? If I was with you, I would never treat you like that. I don't understand why he won't listen to you, That's what people's problem is today. They just don't want to listen. There's no communication. That's why me and my girl don't get along. She don't know how to listen. It's like we need to switch partners or something. Like they belong together and me and you belong together. He might say some slick shit like that. and she might start feeling that shit. You never know, man. Like after a while at the job, they start, they taking lunch together. He might be buying her lunch. He might be, you never know, man. They sitting together doing lunch. And hey, if you pick your girl or your husband up or your boyfriend up from work, just go both ways too. It's not just the girl. It's the guy. It go either way. If you picking up your boyfriend or your girlfriend, excuse me. I don't know who phone that is going off. I'm not answering it though. If you pick up your boyfriend or your girlfriend from the job and every time you picking them up, they always walking out the door with the same person, smiling, cheesing. He holding the door for her. And then they they even walk past your car like, hey, what's going on? What's going on? And you like, hey, what's up? Yeah, hey, You don't want to be too friendly with that dude. He got something up his sleeve. He got something up his sleeve. If she keep walking out the door with the same person every time you come to pick her up and they cheese and it's the same routine every time they coming out the door, that's the work husband, man, or that's the work wife. Either or. That's the work husband or that's the work wife right there. Just they stick together. They always together at the job, flirting and joking around. And then motherfucker be happy as hell at work with them and get back get in the car with you and be miserable. Motherfuckers really be wanting they listen. It can get real, man. Y'all better really pay attention. Hey, is your boyfriend, is your girlfriend working different hours now? Working all this overtime, all of a sudden her schedule done changed. She working a whole bunch of overtime now. She working hours you ain't never seen her work before. That could be link up time for the work husband or the work wife. I had a work wife before, and I've been a work husband before. Everybody done been, I think, in that situation a little bit, in some kind of way where they didn't have somebody at the job that they either was attracted to, or they either thought about it or was ready to deal with on another level. So, you going through shit at home, and then this person at the job seem like they understand everything you going through. They agree with everything you talking about. Like, it's almost too good to be true. But in reality, that person just running game. That person just trying to get in good. Because if you ended up with that person, y'all end up going through the same shit you was going through with the person that you was going through at your house with. Because that person is not going to agree with you with everything in a relationship. And that person ain't going to want to hear all of the bullshit that you complaining about in your relationship. They just doing that now because they want to get in your good graces and and smash, pretty much. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? So you be careful of the work husband or the work wife, man, because and it's really not their fault. It's really the person that you're with in the relationship. They shouldn't be telling all of y'all business at the job to people and putting y'all business out there. No man at work should know anything that me and my girl is going through. Our personal business. They get to talking about our sex life or anything like that, or that's none of anybody's business outside of our house. But for some reason, people get comfortable with a certain person and will tell everything, and that person will be looking you dead in your eyes when they leaving out the job and know everything about you, and you don't know nothing about them, but they know everything about you and what's going on in your relationship and inside your house, and that's dangerous. So be aware of the work husband and the work wife, man, because they out there lurking. They in every job. They in warehouses. They in the office. They in the fast food restaurants. It don't matter where they at, what job it is. It's always people that's gonna try to get at your girl or your dude at the job, and it's gonna be up to your girl or your dude to make sure that don't happen. It's gonna be up to your girl or your dude to make sure she not putting y'all business out there and letting people know y'all personal business. So this is just another episode of what goes on in real life at the jobs. Like I said, I used to be a work husband and I had a work wife. We used to tell our partners at the time that we was going through stuff with, that we had overtime, and we would leave an hour earlier than what our overtime really was just to meet up. And we would meet up. You know what I'm saying? Out, and then we started meeting up outside the job. You know what I'm saying? So it goes down, man, at the job, man. It definitely goes down. People start seeing your girl or your dude more than you do at the job. And like I said, once you get somebody that is sitting there sincerely acting like they understand and agreeing with everything that person complaining about, eventually they gonna fold, man, and gonna wanna show interest in that person. And it can happen. It can happen to the best of y'all. You'll never know it, and unless you start seeing some signs. Like I said, if you constantly seeing this one person, this same person walking out the door, or your girl or your dude is constantly coming outside, and you picking them up from work or something like that, and they coming out with the same person holding the door for them, and they coming out laughing and joking, that might be a red flag right there. That might be somebody that's trying to get in between what y'all got going on. It might be already in between what y'all got going on, and you don't have no clue. So this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk, man. It's your boy G Money, and I'm my brother's keeper. Yes, I am. Keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention to the wife, husbands, and the work husbands and the work wives, man, because they out there, man. This is another episode of Sidewalk Talk, man. Y'all be good. I'm out.